Hello and welcome to our session today. We're going to look at the longest common prefix problem. Basically, with this problem, you're given a list of strings. So, just give me a second. With a given list of strings, for example, flower, flow, flight, we have to find the longest common prefix, and from here, just from the look of things here, should be FL. So the solution is FL, right? But how do we do this? One of the easiest ways is to sort of scan these strings in a vertical way. What I mean by this is if you had a grid of these characters, so this is our array, and we have flower, flow, flight. You could scan this in a vertical manner. So if you have this column, you can scan across, and you can see that this is common, L here is common, and when you come here, you notice that only this is common and this is not common. So you break at this point, and then you have now the ones that passed this common test being our common prefix now. How do you put this in code? Real quick. Today, of course, I'll be using JavaScript as usual for reasons that I've stated earlier. So let's write our function here. Function longest common prefix, given a list of strings, strs. We can start by declaring our prefix as empty, so this will be our default result, and there's nothing common. And then remember our scan will go through every column, which will be let I in str. So you can take one of the strings in the array. You can take the first one because it has to be the longest common. So even if str0 is the shortest string in that list of strings, still this will be okay. So, and then let's, you have can call it a prefix character be equal to, so for each of those strings characters, so we're talking of those characters here, for each of these F, L, O, W, E, R, for each of those. And now we are running through the whole list. Now this next for loop is basically doing this, running through the whole of this list. So for let string of strings, all the strings that we had as our input, and we just check if stri is not equal to this prefix car. It's not equal. That this is the holy grail of everything here. If it's not equal, so this is what we have. So our prefix car here will be O, and if it's not equal, as you can see here with I, we immediately break. Return prefix. So far we returned the prefix that we have so far at that moment, but we'll update this prefix. Okay, so at the end of the inner loop we'll update the prefix by appending the pref car to it. Right, and then at the end, if all there's no violation here, we just return. We run through the whole arrays. We return prefix. That's the end of our function. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, always reach out and you can chop it up. Thank you so much and have a good day.